Okay. What is your presentation tonight on dealing with the cost of living, knowing very well that...
I want to say, I'm happy now we are where we need to be.
Audience, please maintain silence. And for the record, issues with what we've been talking about throughout, these issues impact on how we fund the projects and all of these other subsidies we'll be talking about. So there's no non-issue tonight.
What I'm saying is that I'm happy that we are discussing the high cost of living, the inability of Kenyans to buy food, because a mistake was made maliciously to deny farmers fertilizer subsidy, and as a result, there was low production, and because of the law of demand and supply, you cannot afford a packet of unga. A packet of unga is 250 shillings. Government is running around because of this election now, trying to subsidize for 4 weeks, just after the elections. But they are not telling the people of Kenya how they'll buy food after the elections. This is being done to entice them to vote for Azimio. If government had done the right thing and supplemented farmers with inputs and fertilizer, they would have increased their production. You know, we consume 46 million bags of maize, and we produce about 40 million every year. We normally have a deficit of about 6, which we import. But because of this decision, we are short of almost 15 million bags, and that is what has caused the current crisis. And we have a plan. On our first month in office, we intend to bring down the cost of fertilizer from 6,700 to 2,500. That is DAP. That is the main fertilizer for planting.
Okay.
And that will enhance our farmers to produce more so that we have food security, and probably we even have some surplus for export.
Thank you. Honorable Martha, same question. What is the price of bread today, and what is Azimio plan to reduce the cost of living?
The price of bread, the bread I buy, is 80 shillings. But there are various types of loaves, so I will not pretend to know what each loaf is costing. But I know that the price of foodstuffs, of essential commodities, has gone up, and the fuel prices are generally the trigger that gets them high, coupled with corruption. My friend, Mr. Gachagua, is talking of their government giving fertilizer subsidies. He is in Jubilee, and therefore part of Jubilee government. He is in parliament courtesy of Jubilee, but he doesn't know that currently the Jubilee government has a fertilizer subsidy, and a bag is retailing at 2,900. The only problem is with the distribution, because the cartels are making sure that they buy most of it. Only a paltry gets to the farmers. It's again sold at the higher price. For us, the first, second, and third agenda is to fight corruption. Governments have subsidies to cushion farmers and to cushion the people because of a series of things. We have war in Ukraine, which has seen foodstuffs rise for countries that are not self-sufficient and buy outside, Kenya being one of them, fertilizer and other things. But the money for subsidy, for helping our people with the cost of living, majority of it is going to the cartels. That is where the problem is. The money meant for Galana Kulalu irrigation scheme, which could have helped with our food reserves, was stolen. Kenyans knew, even the fertilizer, there was a scandal. Maize, there was a scandal. Kenyans knew who are responsible for those scandals. And Mr. Gachagua is also aware. And together with his captain, they may know more.
All right,
since mother, who is actually my mother, my late mother is Mother Karigo. Since she joined government, she has been consumed by the lies of the same government. If the honorable mother moved around the country, the lie she's giving here, that fertilizer is 2,500, she will feel very sorry. If she went round to Kemunye, her hometown in Gishogo, the cost of DAP is 6,700. The cost of CAN is 5,900. The cost of 17 is is 5,800. The cost of 2020 is 5,900. And the cost of urea is 7,200. That was just a lie by the Minister for Agriculture. There is no fertilizer that is available for 2,500. You can walk around to any shopping center, including our hometown. These are the costs of fertilizer. And I want to say, let us stop deceit and lying to the people of Kenya on national television. When my sister here, mother, tells the people, farmers, that fertilizer is 2,500, they start having very serious doubts about her credibility as a future deputy president. Because if she can come here on national television and give prices that are not true when people are suffering, when people cannot buy fertilizer, her credibility is put into question.
A quick
I've
1 minute
indicated
rebuttal.
that the subsidized fertilizer, he's correct, it's not available at every retail shop, but it's available at the stores of the national, at the depots of National Cereals and Produce Board. It is a project of the Ministry of Agriculture. I've heard the minister talking about it, and I know of farmers who have accessed it, but I know, and I have stated, it's riddled with corruption, and it's not getting to the people. The honorable thing Mr. Gachagua could do, when you are not aware, you just say you are not aware. You just don't dismiss things as lies when they're happening. The problem with Kenya, money meant to cushion farmers, to cushion consumers, is going to corruption cartels. That is a big problem, and which, as the Mayo government, will rescue Kenyans from.
All right, I'm going to give you all 1 minute each to talk to first 100 days on how you'll deal with the cost of living.
I'm aware 100% there's no fertilizer anywhere for 2,500. I'm a bottom-up man. I move around this country. It's simply not available. In the first 100 days, we want to do several things. One, bring the cost of food down, bring down the cost of living, bring fertilizer subsidies from 6,700 to 2,500.
How will you do that, sir?
We'll provide funds for that. These funds that are being proposed now for bringing the packet of unga down for 2 kg is what is supposed to go to fertilizer so that we have a long-term solution. The other one is not sustainable. It's a short-term thing for the elections. We have a plan to focus on primary health care, where community health volunteers are given an allowance to boost their morale and increase their efficiency to deal with preventive medicine as opposed to curative medicine. We have a plan to employ 116,000 teachers within the first 2 years so that we can deal with the shortage of teachers. For that? I will explain to you. I have explained to you that we are stopping wastage in public spending. We have had a lot of projects that are not planned.
Okay.
We have legacy projects that are of sentimental values to leaders, but have no meaning to the people of Kenya.
Thank you, Honorable Gachagua. Yeah. So, your minute.
I want to first say that we in Kenya do not have a revenue problem. This year alone, we collected over 2 trillion shillings, the taxman that is. We have a problem of expenditure, non-priority expenditure. That is what we are going to curb. In relation to fertilizer, the subsidies are already in place. It's a question of ensuring they work for the people. It's ensuring that the subsidy for unga continues to the time there will be harvest. The expenditure for operation and maintenance, O&M, is over 600 billion, while salaries are at about 550. You can see operation and maintenance overshooting salaries. We will prioritize what needs to be prioritized to help Kenyans move forward. And for all the things we have said we'll do in 100 days, I have acquainted myself with the budget. The budget lines are sufficient with optimal use. Mr. Gachagua serves in the parliament that passed the budget. He doesn't seem aware that the money is in the budget, including for Baba Care.
All right. As we bring this to a close, fuel. The subsidy there expires next month, the same as the one